Hello, and welcome to 12-Minute Meditation, a weekly podcast from Mindful that offers mindfulness meditations backed by neuroscience. Research shows that just 12 minutes of meditation a day can yield benefits like increased attention, focus, creativity, calm, resilience, and compassion. So on this podcast, we invite you to explore 12-minute guided meditations from today's leading mindfulness experts. I'm Siri Myram, editor at Mindful. Thanks to our autonomic nervous system, life-sustaining processes like our heartbeat, digestion, and breathing all happen without us even having to pay attention. But our environment, stress levels, and other factors can definitely affect the health and efficiency of these processes. For example, sitting hunched at our desks and staring at screens often means that our breathing gets shallow and irregular, which of course affects things like focus, energy, cognition, and attention. This week, Shamash Alidina leads a guided breathing exercise called Light, Slow, and Deep, or LSD, designed to reset the breath in a way that opens the chest, relaxes tension, and calms the nervous system. Shamash Alidina has been practicing mindfulness since 1998 and runs his own successful training organization. He is the author of Mindfulness for Dummies, The Mindful Way Through Stress, and most recently, Breathing Exercises for Dummies. Based in London, he runs online trainings and speaks at conferences all over the world. Ready to practice? Here's Shamash Alidina.
Welcome. Begin by finding a comfortable position. You could be on a chair, cross-legged on the floor, lying down. You could even be standing and just gently moving. Whatever allows your body to feel supported and at ease. We're going to practice something called LSD breathing. That stands for light, slow, and deep. Most of us breathe backwards, too hard, too fast, and too much. We grip the breath without realizing it. LSD breathing is an invitation to do the opposite. Light means breathing with softness, a gentleness, as if the breath is barely disturbing the air around you. Slow means extending each breath, giving your nervous system time to settle, like a pendulum that's swinging wildly, gradually finding its still point. Deep means breathing low in your lower abdomen, not in your chest. Down where the lungs are roomiest and most efficient. Together, these three qualities activate your parasympathetic nervous system, the calm, rest and digest part of you that so often gets crowded out by the noise of the day. Think of it like turning down the volume on a radio that's been playing too loud. You're not switching it off, you're just bringing it to a gentler, more natural level. The breath pattern we'll use today is simple. Inhale for 4 counts, a gentle pause, and then exhale for 6 counts. The slightly longer exhale is key. Longer exhalations directly stimulate the vagus nerve, signaling to the whole system that you're safe. So you don't need to force anything, you just allow. Let's begin. Take one natural breath first. No need to change anything yet. Now place one hand on your lower abdomen, maybe just below your navel. This is your anchor. And as you inhale, you're aiming to feel that hand rise like a tide coming in. And as you exhale, the hand falls, the tide going out. Let's begin now. Inhaling softly through the nose, feeling the lower abdomen expand. In, 2, 3, 4. Pause. And exhale slowly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then pause. In, 2, 3, 4. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, light and steady, like morning mist rising from still water. Exhale, the breath dissolving, the body softening. Notice any tendency to grip or control as you're breathing right now. See if you can loosen your hold on the breath by just a few %. Inhaling, the lower abdomen is rising, your chest is barely moving, your shoulders are down. Exhaling longer than the inhale, all the way to the end. As you inhale, receiving the breath rather than taking it in. Exhale and releasing. Not pushing, just allowing the air to naturally leave. And now let the breath find its own natural rhythm. Your job is to simply notice it now as the witness, not as the controller. If thoughts arise, and they will, treat them like clouds passing through the still sky. The sky doesn't chase the clouds, it doesn't argue with them, it simply holds them. It allows them to be there, and they pass. Feeling how each complete breath cycle leaves you a little more still, a little more at ease. Like sediment settling slowly to the bottom of a glass of water. The water doesn't try to clear itself, it just rests. And some clarity naturally comes. Breathing in, slow, light, low. Exhaling slowly. There's nothing to achieve here, nowhere to get to. The breath is simply happening as it has without effort your whole life. long before any thought about it. One way to breathe lightly is to breathe quietly. See if you can breathe so quietly that you can hardly hear your own breath. As you do this, you may sense a tiny amount of air hunger, a tiny urge to breathe more, and that's quite natural. In fact, that's a good sign. You're rebalancing your oxygen and carbon dioxide in your body, and more oxygen is getting into your cells and into your brain when you breathe lightly. As long as you don't force yourself too much, you may be able to notice a bit more saliva in your mouth, a bit more warmth in your hands and feet perhaps. This is the signs of the relaxation response engaging. It's a sign that you're going in the right direction. As we move towards the end of the practice, start noticing the quality of your mind right now. Is it quieter than when we started? Is it more spacious? LSD breathing doesn't create this stillness, it reveals it. The stillness was always there underneath the movement. The breath simply clears the way. Inhaling light, slow, deep, and exhale, releasing any last effort. Remember, you can return to this breath at any point in your day, on the train, at your desk, before a difficult conversation. Doesn't need any special equipment, just a few moments. Now when you're ready, slowly allowing your eyes to open if they've been closed, taking the outside world back into you, and carrying this quality into your day. Well done. You've given yourself 12 minutes of genuine rest. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of 12-Minute Meditation from Mindful. I hope you enjoyed practicing with us today. Check the show notes for related content and meditations. And if you're looking for an in-depth resource to help build essential skills to meet a changing and uncertain world, join Melly O'Brien, Shamash, and a host of other teachers for the 7 Strengths, a free 7-day online course happening this May 13th through 19th. Learn more and register at mindfulness.com/the7 strengths.